Good morning, third graders. I'm excited to be here with you today on this Tuesday morning in our third week of distance learning. Before we get started with our historical figure of the day, I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. First, don't forget to add to our class's Padlet page. It's just a neat website where we can all share photos about what's going on with us when we're at home, just so we can kind of still see each other even though we're apart. I see that Addie and Colette have already added some pictures. Thank you so much, you guys. So I can't wait to see the rest of you on our Padlet page. That's the first thing. The second thing is I haven't seen a lot of people turn in their history work. So go into history and see what you're missing. If you're having any problems with that, just let me know. Continue to check in every day with our checking question. And then there's also a special question on our Google Classroom talking about how we can connect with each other even though we're apart. So one of the choices is play a game every week with each other, do a second lunch, start a special website for pictures, which I already did, or do small group check-ins once a week. So please vote on which one you think that we should do, and then I will make sure that that happens. Okay, so our historical figure of the day is named Raven Wilkinson. That's what she looks like. Raven Wilkinson. So let's see. She died recently. She died in 2018. So I'm going to read from this article that says that is titled "Remembering Raven Wilkinson, the first Black woman to dance for a major ballet company." Now, we already learned about Misty Copeland during, I don't remember if it was during Women's History Month or Black History Month, but one of those months we did learn about Misty Copeland. And Raven Wilkinson really paved the way for Misty Copeland. So let's read about her. Raven Wilkinson. Americans and people all over the world are mourning the death of Raven Wilkinson, who passed on December 17th, 2018. Wilkinson, born on November 2nd, 1935, is credited as the first African American to dance for a major classical ballet company. Her venture into ballet started when she was just 5 years old. "I was so little," she's talking. "My mother took me when I was about 5 to see the Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo. They did cappella, and I remember being so overwhelmed by the orchestra, the curtains, the lights, that I started to cry. At that age, I was too young for the School of American Ballet. So my mother took me to the Dalcroze School, where I learned tempi and meter and things like that. Well, a young person's version of them. As one of the black ballerinas, Wilkinson was exposed to racism in many parts of the country while on tour. In the Point magazine interview, she described an incident where she encountered the Ku Klux Klan in Alabama. You'll learn more about the Ku Klux Klan next year when you learn about civil rights. It's just a group of people who didn't like people that were different than them, and so they would do some bad things to people who were different than them. She was forced to stop dancing for 2 years in the 1960s after she was forced to a hotel for colored upon answering yes after being asked if she was black. According to her, the company and fellow dancers made things easier for her in America until she left for the Netherlands. She came back to the U.S. and danced at the New York Opera until 2011. So scholars, she was in her 70s and she was still dancing. Her life has been an inspiration to many, especially black girls who followed in her footsteps, including Misty Copeland, the first African American woman to be promoted to principal dancer in the American Ballet Theater's 75-year history. Wilkinson received a number of awards, including the 2015 Dance/USA Trustee Award and her life was the subject of Black Ballerina, a full-length documentary of her life, and 2 other ballerinas, Dolores Brown and Joan Myers Brown. Tributes started pouring in from people across the world, including New York City Opera press representative Susan Wurtzel. She was so loved, and none of us knew about her past. She never talked about it, Wurtzel said. So I will put that article in the description of this video so you guys can go back and look at it if you want to. Okay, if you have any questions about our Padlet page or what you should be doing, feel free to email me or visit me at 9 o'clock at my office hours. Have a great day, scholars, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.